Information overload, am I right? I was just out on a walk with a mom friend in the neighborhood, and she was talking about that, how there's advice everywhere you look. As a mom, for example, if you're following people on social media, one person tells you that, taking your kids to school is the right thing to do, and the next person tells you that it's your job as the parent to keep them at home and teach them as long as you can. Anybody can feel like that, no matter where you are in your life. There is just so much information from every different direction telling you what you should do and what you should think. Well, that is just why it is so important to have that intimate relationship with God and with Jesus throughout your day, talking to Him constantly, whether it's just, in your head, under your breath, as you're carrying out through your day, and having that quiet time in prayer before the day begins and as the day ends, constantly being in communication, because He's constantly pushing you in the direction that is right for you, your family, and your community, and what He has in store for you and His plan for you. So God's always constantly doing that, so you can discern through that information overload that's coming at you, and He has a plan specifically for you and what is right for you individually. Now, that does not mean the same thing as you do you, right? We hear that everywhere all the time. You do you, whatever you feel like doing. Well, that is not what we are called to do as Christians. We aren't called to do whatever we feel like doing. We are called to be obedient and to practice constraint, because let's face it, a lot of the things that we want to do it ends up not being right for us, right? It leads us to sin. And ultimately, sin leads us down a path we don't want to be anyway, even though initially it seems like a good idea, or it seems fun, or like it would feel good, or something we would want to do. So it is not the same as you do you, but make sure to be in that constant communication with God, because His voice and His advice is actually the topmost for you, more so than any of that information overload coming at you from social media.